going to cover some Yooka Laylee early collectibles. Like, these are collectibles that you can get really early in the game. They're collectibles that you can get without certain moves, like you can skip other moves that you wouldn't want to. There's certain things that you can bypass to make the game faster. Some of them would be useful like in a speed run, but mainly these are just for if you're trying to beat the game quickly. Like this is kind of like my disclaimer thing. Like, these are not all going to be useful. I just thought this would be kind of an interesting thing to show off, and you know, if you ever decide to like try to beat like a friend's score or anything like that, these are just a couple different things that you can do that are pretty nice to know, but they're not like something you have to know to beat the game. So this first one is a neat trick. It comes more in handy after you practice it a little bit. But if you do a spin and then a jump and a roll, then you can get to this tree. And this is at the very beginning of the game. And then going from there, you can jump into this second tree, which I'll do in a sec. And this basically just allows you to get the butterfly booster at the very beginning of the game. And it allows you to skip some of the dialogue in the game. But the only problem with this, that anytime you go back to the hub and you're in the same area as Trouser, then it'll play his cutscene again. But you can easily just skip it really quickly, or you can go back and talk to Trouser, which kind of defeats the whole purpose of this. So, it's really up to you. If you decide to go back and get the 2 Pagies that are in this area, then that would be a good time to actually talk to Trouser. But yeah, like I said, I mean, if you're going to do that, you might as well not even do the little skip anyway, because it's kind of hard to do. But I just thought I'd let people know that it's there. Alright, this is just a little tip. Anytime you buy moves from Trouser, I recommend buying them all at once, because his dialogue is really long, and then you'll have all the moves and you don't have to backtrack. And then I also recommend doing it right before you expand your world, if you are going to. Just that way you can just do it, expand the world, and then you're going to need those moves for the expanded world, so you might as well just take care of it like all at once. This is just a little trick, but I find it very useful. So, if you tail whip, you can still be in the air for a little bit of time, and it's very useful for gaining distance. It's basically the equivalent of like of gliding. So yeah, as you can see here, I just kind of like whip my tail, and then as you can see, I'm like floating in midair, but it gains a lot of distance. This one isn't super helpful either, but if you have any need for extra quills, then you can actually get up on the very top of this building really early in the game. You can't collect the Pagie yet, but you can still get the quills that are up on top here. So you just jump up on this little ledge, and there you have it. Again, here's a trick that isn't super useful, but it's just kind of a little thing that's nice to know. So if you jump on this little crevice here, you can spin and then get over here, and then you can go and grab these quills, which it eliminates the use for the sonar shot ability. Then from this point, you can jump around this rock, and then jump up on this other rock over here, and then you can use the same kind of tail whip jump to get here, which eliminates the use of having to ride on those platforms, so it's a little faster. But unfortunately, to get that actual Pagie, you do need the sonar shot ability. But it does like I said, it does skip the little like elevator ride, and so you don't have to worry about that so much. So once you get to the part with Cardos, and you're done beating it, whatever. Then you would generally go grab these quills. You can't go up here because of the wind, but you can actually skip the whole windy part, which eliminates a huge amount of backtracking, which this is actually a really useful kind of skip thing here. This little part where I'm jumping right here, isn't it? But if you go jump on this little thing and then right here, and then do a spin, you can jump over here. And then from that point you can actually go and do the part with Blastui, and then you can go get the energy booster. So it's another early, so that's an early Pagie and an early energy booster, which eliminates a huge amount of backtracking. And then once you're out of there, you can jump over to the next platform, like the wooden platform, where you can just do what I just did, and you can get another Pagie. Which is, yeah, this takes out a huge amount of backtracking and saves you a lot of time for trying to beat the game, especially if you're trying to do like a 100% kind of speed run. This eliminates a lot of going back, but I don't know. So this is another great one that saves you a lot of time. Well, it saves another backtrack trip, and it gives you a lot of pages early. So you can do what I just did there, where I do the kind of tail whip and then jump over, and then here you go. You have this little Pagie challenge, and then you can do the hoops challenge early, which might take some practice if you're not really good at the whole spinning and jumping thing. But yeah, it's another really easy Pagie to get. So after you've gone and frozen the lake, you can go underneath the ice, and the camera does some weird things here. I don't know why. Probably just because it's like glitched out. And then you can drop down to where these, like, I guess they're called like blowies, or I don't know what they're called. And then you have to come at it at kind of an angle, and then do your ground pound on the button. And then you can go down there and get another Pagie. Rolling's a pretty easy way to get down there if you have a hard time getting past the blowy or whatever the heck it's called. I do recommend doing this trick very last, like the last Pagie you get in Tribal Tropics, because after you get this Pagie, you can't get out. So you just have to you have to go to the menu and go to the hub. But it's really nice because it's just another Pagie that you can get. So after you're done with everything in Travel Stack Tropics, if you want to get this Pagie in this pipe over here without knowing the high jump, that's just what you do right there. So that's pretty nice to know. So to get the Pagie on the ramp early, you just hold down your roll button and then just keep jumping, and you'll go up. You don't even have to get the honey. So that saves having to go back and do that. So at this point, assuming you got everything else, you should have 31 Pagies 2 energy boosters, and 2 butterfly boosters. So that helps out a huge amount. And now you can actually skip over a couple levels if you want. Anyway, that concludes it for my video. I plan to continue this series, so if you liked this video, be sure to subscribe so you can see the next one. I'm gonna see how much more stuff that I can skip and get easier. I think it's a good idea. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching.